Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here with a 100% achievement walkthrough for Can Androids Pray Blue. I'll leave a link in the description to the store. If you end up buying this game because of my recommendation, doing it through that link offers me a small kickback. Nonetheless, I'm going to launch straight into the game because there is a lengthy introduction, and I'm going to talk over that introduction since we have to wait for the game to actually start. Now, this video is 100% of all of the achievements in real time with no editing, so you can basically get this game done in the 13 minutes that the video lasts. Make sure you just launch it up. If you're playing along, we'll go through it together at a very quick pace, and we'll be done before you know it. The game comes in at $6.99. It released in late 2019 and is a 3D visual novel. Since we're playing it for achievements, we'll be going as quickly as possible through the game, but if you actually want to enjoy it, it'll take you closer to an hour. We'll actually be doing 2 full playthroughs of the game, but for the majority of it, we'll be skipping through as quickly as possible. So keep in mind, if you want to get your money's worth, you can try to enjoy the game on your own before going for all the achievements that I'll show off in this video. Now, after the 1 or 2 minute introduction, what we're going to do for the first out of the 2 playthroughs is literally mash the A button as quickly or as slowly as you want. You don't have to do anything. Now, in this game, there are dialogue options, and you'll need to pick between certain options. But if you do one full playthrough of just always picking the first option, we can mop up everything else on our second playthrough. And that's what I would personally recommend because it's going to be the fastest and the easiest. So on that first playthrough, as shown on screen right here, we're just going to start mashing the A button as quickly as possible, going through all of the dialogue options, and all of the little cutscenes and whatnot. As soon as the game starts, you'll get an achievement for it starting. You get an achievement for making your first decision, and then you get an achievement for making your second decision. So right out of the gate, you should get 3 achievements worth a couple of hundred pretty much right away. Now, this first playthrough will take us about a total of 6 minutes, including the credits after the game, and we'll be going for the first out of 2 endings since we need to do both. But you don't really have to worry about any of that stuff. All you want to do is just press A through all of the dialogue until the game kind of ends on its own. We'll get the first ending done. We'll get a bunch of stuff along the way. After the game is over, there will be credits. We will need to watch the credits, and then we will start our second playthrough. I don't really have anything else to add for commentary. I could talk over this whole video, but it would be pretty pointless. I will, however, rejoin you in commentary for our second playthrough, where we will be playing a little bit more slowly, and we will be picking certain dialogue options when necessary to make sure we mop up everything we miss on this first playthrough. But you don't have to worry about anything. Just keep mashing that A button until you end up back at the main menu. You will have, I think, 6 out of 10 achievements and 700 out of 1,000 gamer score after your first playthrough once the credits end. Alright, so now we are ready for our second playthrough from the main menu. You're just going to want to press begin again. And there is no like new game plus or none of this saved. We're basically just playing it from scratch from the beginning. There will be another 1 to 2 minute intro here, which we will need to watch. And I will rejoin you with commentary once we start selecting some of the actual dialogue options that we need. So we're missing 4 achievements. 3 of them are dialogue options we'll specifically need to pick. And then the last one is for getting the second ending, which is also basically just a dialogue option. So as soon as we kind of gain control of some of the text dialogue, I will rejoin you. But this should be your second playthrough, and just try to follow along with the video if you want.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.
Now, on our second playthrough, what we're looking for is a line of dialogue that specifically says, just leave me the F alone. It'll be a couple of options in. I think it'll be the third one. Beatrice will say, I'm sorry. Is there something funny about this? And at that point, make sure you scroll down and choose, just leave me the F alone. If you miss this one, it's fine. We can do a third playthrough to mop up if you are too quick on the dialogue pushes and miss it by chance. Now you can safely scroll through at a reasonably quick pace for about 30 seconds and watch out for this next dialogue option, where I'll rejoin you in commentary. During your playthrough, Beatrice will say, look at me, and then the screen will kind of show up and freeze for a few seconds before she says, can't even move my arms. At this point, you want to reply with the third option saying, I mean, I can't move my arms either, in order to unlock the next achievement. At this point, you can breeze through the game pretty quickly for about a minute before reaching our next dialogue option. I'll rejoin you in commentary when there is something specific to press though. Once you get to this screen, you might want to start slowing down. You can respond with the poop emoji, and then we'll go through a couple more dialogue options. And the thing we are looking for on the screen is that can't be right. You must be misinterpreting the data somehow. You were rushed. You'll see it on screen, and you can see the background. The background's the best way to compare what part of the game you're at comparative to the video. But eventually, Beatrice will say something like, shove it. Your guys are in the middle of a fight, and she's quite upset. And after that, you want to select that third option as mentioned before, which is that can't be right. You must be misinterpreting the data. Somehow you were rushed. And that will be our next missable specific dialogue achievement. All we have left is to do the second ending in the game, which happens pretty soon. I'll rejoin you in commentary in just a second. At this point, we are reaching the end of the game. You will go from this scene, and it'll kind of go to just a sunrise. And just after the sunrise, make sure you don't go through the dialogue too quickly, because something shows up on screen, and it's very easy to pass through if you're mashing A. You'll be given the option between the two endings. The first ending is to open up the airlock, and the second ending is to die. Now, we want to go for the second ending since we already picked the first one on our first playthrough. Make sure you select die. At that point, the achievement should unlock, and hopefully you have your 10 out of 10 for 1000 out of 1000 gamer score. You're free to now close the game if you so desire and give it an uninstall if that's your thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was helpful. As always, make sure you drop a like, share the video with a friend. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Shout out to Double O, and hopefully I see you soon. Peace!